Alright, so we are back with yet another update. It has been, I don't even know how long since I did the last one. Maybe like a day or two? Either way, we got in like another update. We got 5 cards this time, technically 4, because one of them is just a card we've already seen. But let's just get right into it, right? First off is Morgans. Morgans is finally a card, and it's a new archetype. It's a journalist, right? Because that's what he is. And his ability really works well for his character because it's literally just Morgans as an ability because he's all about the news. On play, your opponent discards 1 card, and then they reveal their whole hand, and then your opponent draws a card. So you get information. It's a 2-drop information body. So that's pretty cool. It's our first it is actually our first card that gives us information at all. But just knowing what's in your opponent's hand, like on turn 2, is just really good, or turn 1 if you go second. So pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Morgans finally gets a card. It's black, of course. But just being able to play for 2 Dawn, just to have information, is really good. Because that gives you an idea of what's in their hand and if you have enough attack power for the swing. So that's pretty neat, actually. I'm really cool. I'm really glad that they finally made a card out of him, and he's like a very utility-based card that's actually really good. So yeah, of course he's not Navy, so you can't search for him. He's his own archetype. He is the very first journalist archetype, so like he's not really searchable off of anything. So do with it what you will. But Morgans is finally a card. And fun fact, if you don't know, he is a Devil Fruit user. He actually, I'm pretty sure his is it a Logia or is it a Paramecia? Either way, his Devil Fruit makes him a bird. So yeah, he has. We're just gonna call it the bird fruit. He has the bird fruit, so really cool. Next up, we have a Monkey D. Luffy, and I am really psyched for this card. So even though it's a 5-drop card, it's a Supernova card, so that really works out. But it is a green card that protects your cards from KO effects, and that is the best thing green could have. Because green is all about setting up, and you can't really set up if everything just keeps getting KO'd. So for 5 Dawn, you can protect your cards from getting KO'd. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And if you have the Basil Hawkins as well, you can pretty much just stop anything from getting returned as well, just for once per turn. You can only do that with Basil Hawkins, but like a 5-drop card that makes it to where your cards are pretty much protected from KO effects makes it pretty good, because that just stops black, right? This ability just stops black in its tracks. So not bad. I'm really excited for this card. Of course, it works on only 3 cost or lower, so like it really differs. But like I can see this working really well with the I can see this working well with like Okiku, right? The 3-drop that lets you rest something if you have a Dawn attached to it. Whatever other 3-drops there are that are really good. It's only 3 cost or lower characters, but even though it's a small amount, cost-wise, just being able to stop something from being KO'd is really good, because that's all black does. So, but you do also have to have 3 or more characters on the board, so that is very pricey, but most likely you will have 3 or more on the board, especially if you're a dual color. Most likely you will have 3 or more, but really cool for Supernovas. Really cool. Supernovas is getting a lot of new stuff, especially for green, so that's really cool. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Also, I'm gonna say it here. I don't know if you can hear some noise in the background. There is, I have to replace my battery in my smoke detector. So if you hear that, don't mind that. I'm gonna get to it. It started acting up today, so yeah, it's good to know that I was able to protect myself with my smoke alarm up until now. So, yeah, sorry for that if you can hear that noise. But yeah, Monkey D. Luffy, really good. And this is a Monkey D. Luffy you can play off of the 2-drop Luffy, even though it's green and yellow. So you can only really run that in Arlong. So you know, take your pick. But you know, it's a card you can play off of the 2-drop yellow Luffy that's coming in the 3 Brothers structure deck. Next up is Jinbei. Jinbei is a 4-cost, 5k. It's for 7 Warlords of the Sea. So we did get news of 7 Warlords getting more support in this set, and Jinbei is one of them. So you play up to 1, cost 4 lower. So You play up to one cost 4 lower 7 Warlords of the Sea type character other than Jinbei from your hand. So not bad, right? If you play this off of Doflamingo ability, right, the mono blue, on play you pretty much get another 4-drop. So like you could play that vanilla Gecko Moria or whatever. It just has to be something that's not Jinbei. So if you have him on the top of your deck and you swing with Dofi, you pretty much get 2 bodies on the board just with one swing. So that's pretty good. I'll be honest, with all this 7 Warlord support, I might actually build Dofi. So yeah, really cool, really cool. Tony Chopper, so right, Foxy Pirates needs more stuff. Of course, Tony Chopper is going to be one of them, because at one point in the arc, Chopper, I was going to say his whole name again, Chopper has to switch over to make the teams fair. I think that's how it was worded. So he's a part of the Foxy Pirates team. I think that was at the Davy Bex part, and this is the exact moment where Zoro's like, "Be a man, Chopper." This is the exact moment. So he works for Foxy Pirates. It's something you can play off of, I think, Portia. So yeah, he's a blocker. On play, if your board has Dawn less than or equal to your opponent, add up to 1 Dawn. So it's a blocker that ramps, so not bad, right? It's also not archetype locked, so that's pretty good. You can use this in any purple you want, so that's not bad. If this is a card, right, you can only hope that Be a Man will be an event for this set. So that'll be a pretty cool event, if I do say so myself. So yeah, stop crying, Chopper, be a man, act like a pirate, or whatever Zoro says. So that's probably going to be an event. But yeah, this isn't archetype locked to anything. You can play it in any purple you want, and it helps you ramp. So, and it's a blocker, so not bad. And next up is Ace. This is the last character card. And Ace gets his own boss card, so that's really cool. Ace is a 10-drop 10k. It's an on-play, you may add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, this character gains Rush. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Of course, you're going to be running this in like yellow, blue Ace, or any of the 3 brothers. Anything yellow. It's yellow with Rush, and the only Rush we've gotten with yellow is, I'm pretty sure, Katakuri, which was in the starter deck. So pretty cool. It does count as Whitebeard Pirates, though. It's not Spade Pirates, so that's cool, I guess. I can see you running this, like, oh my god, weird way to like say this, but like if you run Bello Betty, we'll say Bello Betty because that's the only red yellow I know of. I'm pretty sure that's the only one we have. You could run Whitebeard Pirates and this in Bello Betty to gain life back and get a Rush 10-drop. So it's food for thought. I'm always going to be saying that. But it's a conditional Rush, but it helps you get life, and Ace finally has his own boss card. So it's really cool. I can really only see this being ran in blue-yellow Ace, though. So have at it. However you want to run that. But really cool to have a leak to see what our actual boss monster is going to be, because I think the only one we've gotten close to it is Dragon, because Dragon got an 8-drop previously in the previous updates. I think it was just Dragon that got a yeah, boss monster. Oh no, it was Stussy got a Cypher Pole got its own boss monster too. So it's Dragon, Stussy, and Ace. So yeah, pretty cool. And Sabo is the last character card. Sabo gets a boss monster as well. It's Black Revolutionary Army. You trash 1 card from your hand, K up to 1 of your opponent's 5 or less, add up to 1 of your opponent, wait, and up to, oh cool, so you trash 1 to KO 2 cards. Okay, pretty cool. So you can run this in the Sabo because Sabo's black yellow, and pretty much you just get to KO 2 things. So that costs 5, that's a queen blocker. Cost 3, that's a Rush Zoro right there, so not bad. Pretty cool. I'd like to say that the brothers are really getting some good things right now. I don't think we've gotten anything for Luffy right now. I think Luffy will be the next one, hopefully, to get leaked. So maybe Luffy will get another boss card as well. What is Luffy? No, Luffy's black-yellow, I think. Because I think Sabo's red-black. No, they're all yellow. Wait, so who's... Either way, you can run this in one of them. I think Luffy's the black-yellow one. Ace is the blue-yellow, and I think Sabo's red-yellow. So you can't run this in the Sabo. My apologies. But yeah, really cool, really cool. And lastly, we get another leak of another parallel card. And I will say, Dragon's parallel card is kind of fire. I'm not going to lie. And again, it is going back to the set 4 alternate art leaders. to where they have their whole crew behind them. So we're gonna have Dragon and his whole crew. So we have Lindholm here, Belbetti, Morley, and Sabo and Ivankov. So that's really cool. Last one we got was Jewelry Bonnie with Kuma, and I'm pretty sure if what's her name? If Boa Hancock gets revealed next, it's probably going to be her and her sisters. Vegapunk's going to be him and the Satellites, and Lucci's going to be him with Cypher Pole, but them in their white uniforms because that's what they're wearing now. So we can already speculate on what the cards are going to be for the alternate leaders. But I will say, Dragon's card is kind of fire. So yeah, I hope to get that leader card out of all of them. And then next is Jewelry Bonnie because I really like green. But yeah, really quick update. Again, sorry if you can hear the chirping of my fire alarm in the back, my smoke alarm. It just chose to go out today, so that's how you know the battery's dead. I'm totally sorry for that. I really hope you don't hear it, and if you don't, really cool, then I just sound crazy, and you know I have a dead battery in my fire alarm. But yeah, this is the update that we've gotten. Really cool stuff for Supernova, I will say, especially for green. Really happy for that. Jinbei, really cool card for 7 Warlords. And then Ace and Sabo just getting their own boss monsters to help out the 3 Brothers structure deck is just really cool. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. I'll see you in whatever update comes next. And thanks for watching.